Hi Charlotte.
Hello.
And you're running for Hospice in the Weald today?
Yes, I am.
Okay, any particular reason you're running today?
Yeah, my granddad and my nan have both passed away in the hospice.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one was 5 years ago and one was 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but they did a really good job whilst they were there.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. I try and raise money for them at least once a year.
Once a year?
Yeah.
What other events have you done?
I did skydive last year. I raised over £1,000 doing a skydive last year.
Where was that, over at Headcorn?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
did that a few years ago.
It's amazing. I'd do it again today.
So would I. Let's go and do it.
Yeah, why not after this?
Awesome. Okay, so have you run a 10k before?
No.
You haven't?
No, I haven't. And I'm so worried.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I'm sure it will, because there's lots of people that will help you get around.
Oh yeah, the adrenaline will kick in, I'm sure.
Hi, so tell me your names.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Louisa.
Okay, and have you run the Hospice in the Weald 10k before?
No, never. No. We've never run 10k.
You've never run 10k?
No.
Not even in practice?
We haven't practiced at all.
It was a bit of a spontaneous sign up.
Okay, cool.
Just to see if we could do it really.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what's the reason for you running today?
We're running for Team Moon. We normally do the cycle rise. We normally do the 40 or 80. So we thought we'd have a different challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Running instead and see what happens.
Yeah.
Excellent. Are you based here locally in Tunbridge also?
Yeah, I am.
I'm based further away, but I thought I'd come and enjoy the team.
Excellent. And you're raising money for Hospice in the Weald?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
How much have you raised so far?
I'm not sure about the running total.
Not sure so far. I know, like, we just do it cumulatively with the cycling, so I think that's up to like £4,000 or something like that.
Fantastic. Okay, that's
so
awesome.
just a running total.
Great. Okay, excellent. Thanks ever so much for your time.
Thank you.
So what's your name?
Carla Ferdinando.
Carla Ferdinando, and you're running today doing the 10k.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit why you're doing this.
Running in memory of my dad. He passed away in December last year, and he was under the care of a hospice at home. And I used to do quite a lot of running and felt it was a good way to sort of get back into that because I hadn't done any for quite a while, so I wanted to get back into it really and start training again, and it felt like a good reason to do it really, to raise a bit of money for the people who helped Dad. So.
Excellent. And have you raised lots of money so far?
So far I'm just shy of £2,200.
Excellent.
And yeah, over the moon.
Brilliant. And you've done lots of running, you said previously?
In the past, yeah, but not recently.
Not recently, so this is getting back into it.
I'm also a personal trainer based in Crowborough, and what I did was set up a group of people who are also running, and we've all trained together over the last 12 weeks. So
this lot here, is it?
Some of the guys here.
Okie doke.
There's 14 of us, or 15 of us actually, including me. And like I say, we've been training for the last 12 weeks together, and all the proceeds from that have gone to the hospice. So.
Fantastic. And you say it was your dad that was in the hospice?
Yes.
At home though, was it?
Hospice at home, yeah.
So they went in and looked after him at home?
Yes, yeah.
Well, could I ask what he died of?
It was adenocarcinoma.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
It's a tumour in his sinus cavity.
Okay, and was it a quick decline?
Yes.
Yeah. And the hospice looked after him well, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
The support provided by them was just amazing.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Excellent. So what would you say to anybody thinking about doing this?
Do it, yeah. Just get involved. It's the whole thing for me. It's helped me. I've helped these guys, but doing that has helped me as well. So it's just been awesome. Yeah, get involved. The spirit of it is just amazing, and everyone at the hospice is just there to support you all the way. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. You have a good run.
Thank you very much.
Duncan, so you're heavily involved in the behind the scenes of this.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about what you have to do.
What I have to do, I have to organise the entire thing. So it goes from marketing the whole event to putting everything on, getting everything in place. So it's quite a lot to do.
Hello.
Okay, so tell me your names.
Poppy and Joanna.
Poppy and Joanna, okay, and you're running for the Hospice in the Weald today?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, and is there a particular reason you're doing it this year then?
My granddad.
For your granddad?
Yeah. I'm doing it for my nan and my granddad.
And they were both in the hospice, were they?
Yeah.
Okay, and passed away recently?
Yeah.
Okay. What did they pass away with?
My nan passed away from bowel cancer and my granddad passed away from
throat cancer.
Right.
My granddad's still alive, but he's got lung cancer and it's really serious, so I'm running for that.
And he's still in the hospice as we speak?
Yeah.
Okay, and they look after them very well, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a very, very brave thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done. Are you raising money?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what you've raised so far?
No, I don't know.
No, okay. So, okay, you've got a long run ahead of you. Have you got a time you're trying to get it in, or are you just going to do it?
We're just going to do it, just take part.
Okay, and who are you doing it with? Are you doing it with your family, or?
No, we're just doing it together.
Just together?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Okay, well, have a really good run.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that your family members will be very proud of you.
Thank you.
What sort of time do you think people will make it round in today?
Last year the fastest runner did it in like 35 minutes, so if anyone can beat that, it'd be pretty impressive. But it usually takes people 40 minutes to 2 hours. So
It's quite a difficult route, actually. It's quite hilly.
Really challenging. You start on a hill and finish on a big hill, so and there's hills all over it.
Excellent. Okay, and do you have an idea of how much sort of this kind of event raises?
Last year we raised £94,000 in total, and this year we're planning to raise £70,000.
And that's on just this event, or that's
Just this event.
Wow, that's amazing.
Hiya.
What's your name?
I'm Alex.
I'm Izzy.
Izzy and Alex. Okay, and you're running for the hospice in the Weald today.
Yeah.
Any particular reason you're running?
Yeah, we had a good friend of ours, our mum stayed in hospice during the last few days, so yeah, we're running for that, raising money for that. It was a really good place. Yeah, so it's a good cause, good place.
Okay, and in the last few days, you say?
Yeah, she unfortunately passed away in the hospice, yeah.
No,
But it was a comfortable place for her, and I know she really liked it. Yeah.
They do a really good job, don't they?
Yeah, do a really good job, yeah, really good job.
Excellent. So, have you done a 10k run before?
Oh, a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Any training for this?
Oh, a little bit.
Probably not enough.
I know.
Find out.
Yeah, we'll find out about 2k in.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, it's a nice day for it,
It's
isn't it?
nice, as long as it's not raining, so
No.
that is good, yeah.
Excellent. Well, have a really good day. Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I work for the hospice,
Okay.
and I do think it's an amazing cause. I've only worked there a short while, only a couple of weeks, and I'm challenging myself a little bit because I haven't done a 10k in a while, and yeah, I just think it's an amazing event. I did it a few years ago, and got a lot of support from everybody else doing it as well. So it's a good fun run to do.
Fantastic. So you work for the hospice then?
Yeah.
And how are you finding that?
I'm loving it so far.
Yeah?
It's brilliant. There's such an amazing, supportive team, and I've been made to feel very, very welcome. So yeah, just it's great actually.
It's an amazing thing that you do as well. I mean, it's so rewarding. It must be rewarding in lots of respects.
It is, and it's good to be able to feel like you're actually making a bit of a difference in people's lives when at a very difficult time. But yeah, it's a fantastic place.
Excellent. Okay, well, thanks ever so much for your time and enjoy your run.
Thank you.
Hi, Stuart. And so you're doing the run today for Hospice in the Weald?
I am, sir.
Any particular reason you're doing it today?
Just to raise money to the hospice. They're an amazing charity, local charity, and I don't think there's anyone that hasn't been affected family-wise by what they do. So just to raise some money for those guys.
Excellent. You run on your own today?
I am, yeah.
Excellent. Have you done 10k before?
I have, yeah.
Lots of
Yeah,
times.
slowly.
You seem quite confident.
No, I'm okay. Just relaxed about it. Just going to enjoy the day, and say the first time I've done a fundraising event. So. Looking forward to it.
Excellent. Do you know how much you've raised so far?
£1,200.
£1,200, that's pretty good, eh?
Yeah, pleased with that. Got a lot of family and friends who supported me well, so hopefully that's going to do some good for the hospice.
Excellent. Well done, you.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's Team
Karen!
Team Karen. Okay, so you're running for Karen today.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about Karen.
Karen is our daughter, there's my husband there, and Simon's sister, and we lost her in June 2015. And the family were very grateful for the support of the hospice, the counselling services, and we've raised over the last couple of years nearly £10,000.
Wow, £10,000.
For the hospice.
That's amazing.
And this is just a wonderful event, so we run in memory of her.
Why are you running today?
For general fitness, support the Weald,
Okay.
We're running as the Campus's runners.
Oh, fantastic.
Supporting our local pub, supporting the community as well.
Fantastic. Have you done this before?
No. Yes, I've done it 2 or 3 times before.
Have you?
Yeah. Still rubbish though. I'm looking forward to it. It's good to see so many people here today, and it's a lovely day to be running.
It certainly is.
We're really looking forward to it. Hopefully we get our times as well. The Hospice on the Weald is a fantastic cause, so that's why I do it every year.
Okay. And you're raising money for the hospice?
Certainly have. Yeah, we've got money collection boxes in the Campus's pub as well.
Fantastic. Okay. That's great. Are you actually racing then, or are you running?
We call it jogging, actually. Yeah.
Jogging. Okay. All right. We'll have a really good day. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
So, Alfie, tell me why you're running today. Really? They do sometimes. So, have you run it before, Alfie? And are you looking forward to it? Excellent. So, thanks for your support, Alfie. Yes. So tell me your name.
My name's Ralph Barker.
Hi Ralph. And okay, so you're running the 10k today?
I am.
Any particular reason for that?
I'm visiting my daughter. We live in Huddersfield in Yorkshire and we're down grandchild sitting, so it was on, so I'm doing it.
Excellent. This is a bit of a warm-up for other events?
2 weeks' time it's Chester Marathon and I'll be representing England in the Masters age category marathon at 60.
Well, that's quite some things to be involved in. How do you get to that sort of status?
England Athletics set up 5 qualifying marathons last year, and I was fortunate enough to be selected from the York Marathon when I was second in my age category. So yeah, at the time I did 3:09 at the age of 60, so I'm quite pleased with that.
Fantastic. Excellent. So that's quite exciting then. So this is a nice warm-up. Have you done this course before?
I know the course, I haven't run it as a race.
It's supposed to be quite tricky with all the hills.
It's quite tricky, yeah, that's right. I think the middle section of it's going to be quite testing, yeah. And with the heat as well, because it's quite warm.
It's warming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, have a really good run.
Thank you very much.
And thanks ever so much for your support.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
But I couldn't let today go without extending the thanks from everybody here at Hospice in the Weald. Over 700 runners, as Ben said, is a remarkable achievement, and you've no idea how much everybody at the hospice appreciates the effort that you all put in to take part in the run today. For those of you that don't know anything about the hospice, I give you a really brief little potted history of it. The main part of the hospice, which you may be familiar with, is at Pembury. We have a 15-bed inpatient unit there, staffed by a medical team of over 100 nurses and medical staff, and each year we care for about 400 people there, and I expect that many of you that are taking part today know somebody that has received the wonderful care that you receive there. If possible, of course, people do prefer to die in their own home, and if that is the case, we do all we can to help. We provide 24/7 care for over 1,000 people each and every year. We have a hospice day centre for people who are still able to lead an active and independent life, and that again is based in Pembury. They come in there, they can benefit from a range of classes and group therapies and all sorts of treatments. And if you just want to chat and a cup of tea, there will be a volunteer there that will chat and have a cup of tea with you. While I mention the word volunteer, I would say that we have over 1,100 volunteers. We're always looking for more. If any of you out here have got any time at all, half an hour, half a day, half a year, or whatever, do think of signing up as a volunteer for the hospice. We've got a very active website where you can see all the details for that. We also have a very professional counselling team which provides bereavement and oncology counselling. We have 20 qualified counsellors and they provide a truly marvellous service there. Each year we look after about 3,000 people, and we hope that next year this number will increase because we're opening our first cottage hospice, which will be based in Five Ashes, not far from here, just south of Mayfield. All this, of course, costs money. £7 million a year to be precise. That's our fundraising target for this year, and I'm pleased to say that we hope that this year we might get £70,000 from the run today. If so, If so, that would be absolutely brilliant. It's about 1% of our fundraising target. To put it into context, it costs us about £50,000 a week to run the inpatient unit. So £70,000 would run the unit for 10 days, which would be a fantastic achievement. I know there's been a huge amount of time, money and energy put into staging this event. And in particular, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sanlan, who are over there, Savills, who are tucked over there behind the coffee stall, and Countryside.
Matt Dennis, you are the winner.
Somehow, yeah. Not sure how.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, pleased. Yeah, it was. I got told before the race that it was a bit of a tough one. So first 5K is pretty flat and downhill. So kind of just went at it full throttle and then kind of just tried to cling on really. The last couple of hills were pretty tough. The lactic acid was pumping through my quads at that point. But no, it was good. Really good. Great event. Amazing weather.
We've got a race going on there in the background.
Race, there we go. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, excellent.
So yeah, no, great day. Really good event.
Fantastic. Are you local then?
I am, yeah. So I live in Fiveoak Green, just outside of Tunbridge, Wales. I work in Tunbridge, Wales. Run for Tunbridge Athletics Club. And I'd seen this advertised for the last few years, and in the last couple of years I got into running myself. So when I saw it, I thought, let's just get involved for a good cause.
Yeah.
Heard it was pretty tough, so I thought I'd just give it a crack and take it from there really.
And this is the first time, is it?
This is my first time running the 10k here, yeah. So I've done a couple of other 10ks, done a couple of halves, ran Brighton Marathon earlier this year, but this is the first 10k in Tunbridge Wales that I've done, yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
what was your time?
37 minutes, I believe. Maybe a couple of seconds over.
Pretty quick.
So I'd like to say a couple of minutes shorter, but it couldn't be today. So
excellent. And do you have a connection to the Hospice in the Weald, or is it?
I don't know. No? Obviously, well, not obviously, but we've had a few family members that have been helped out by it. So, yeah. I mean, for myself, it was, it's a good event in terms of the running, but the fact it's for the Hospice makes it 10 times better, to be honest with you, because it's going to such a great cause. So I think everyone knows someone that's been helped by the Hospice. So the fact that we can do an event that supports it whilst trying to have a good time. Have a good time now, maybe not during the race, but you know, everyone's a winner really. So yeah, it's a great cause.
Excellent. Thanks ever so much and well done.
No problem.
Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
How was that?
Hard. Really hard.
Hard? Harder than you thought?
49 something on the clock.
Yeah?
I got what I wanted.
Well done, you.
Oh.
Have any of your team come in yet?
I haven't seen anyone.
No?
I was first over the line, so to start. So I haven't seen anyone else come through. No one passed me, so
okay.
I'm glad I'm going to get to see them all across the line as well. So.
Yeah, excellent. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
Thank you.
Very good, yeah, very good indeed.
What sort of time do you do?
I'm not actually sure yet, I haven't checked. I think it was about 48 or something like that. Yeah, it was good race, nice hills, lots of hills.
Big hills, especially at the end, yeah?
Yeah, especially at the end, but it makes it worth it. It's worth it, yeah, for sure.
You do it again?
Oh yeah, every year.
You do it every year, do you?
Yeah, yeah, try to.
And do you raise money for Hospice?
Yeah, for Hospice, yeah.
Yeah,
try as much as possible, yeah. In memory of my dad. So.
In memory of your dad?
Yeah, yeah.
So you spent time at the Hospice?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah, and then there was, the Hospice is absolutely fantastic. Can't thank them enough for everything they did for my father, so yeah.
Excellent, well done you.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Okay, so how was the run?
Good, yeah, 5 minutes quicker than last year.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure about my time, but I'm sure I didn't do as good as last year. I did 58. I think I might have done just over a minute.
Must have been a few people in your way, is that?
Yeah.
Cool, so this is the second time you've done it?
Yeah, second time, yeah.
So you knew what to expect?
Yes.
Yeah.
The killer hills at the end.
Yeah, it's like never ends. Yeah, you're just like, come on.
Excellent, so you're doing it for Hospice in the Weald?
Yes.
You're raising money, yeah?
Yeah.
And do you have an idea what you've raised?
Well,
I'm not sure.
how much did you? We did about 1,000 rounds last year together.
Yeah, we did. We did really well last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that because you have a connection to the hospice in some way?
Yes, this his dad. We got the tissue.
Ben.
Oh, you have it?
It's on the back of yours. There you go, Bernard Brown.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to tell me a little bit about...
It's his dad, yeah. He was a dear friend of me and my family.
Okay.
Dad passed away a few years ago, and the hospice really cared for him, really looked after him. So thanks very much to everybody there, and they do an amazing job.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
So it's well worth going to do this run every year.
Yeah.
If that's all we can do, then
yeah, exactly.
it helps
Every
out.
year we're gonna do it.
It really does, and everybody collectively, it makes a massive difference.
Exactly. Every little bit helps.
Okay, well done you two.
Thank you.
Take care, cheers. How'd it go, guys?
Hotter than we thought it was going to be because of the weather.
Yeah, it's quite and sunny.
Yeah, but good.
Mind you, was it a bit cooler through the woods, or?
A little bit, but the temperature's just built up already today.
Yeah. Oh, well, you go and get yourself a nice drink and I'll sit down.
Thank you.
Cheers. So, hi. What's your name?
Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. How was the run for you?
Awful. What
was it?
Yeah, the hills.
The hills.
Yeah, very hilly.
And especially at the end, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
What was your time?
An hour and 7 minutes. Roughly, yeah.
That's not bad. I don't think I could do it in more than 3. In fact, I don't even think I could do it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, did you run for a particular reason today?
One of my dad's friends at work was in a hospice before he died. That's what made me want to run it for this reason. Yeah.
That's a good enough reason for me.
Yeah.
And have you raised lots of money for the hospice?
About just over £100.
£100. Is this the first time you've done this?
It's the first time I've done this race, yeah.
What the other ones have you done?
I've just done like half marathon and just like a normal, just 10k, not charity at all.
Excellent. Okay. Well done you. Did you run on your own?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, that must be quite difficult, is it?
Yeah, I always go out like training on my own, so.
So you're used to it then. So you've lots of prep for this then.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, thanks ever so much for your time. Hopefully we'll see you next year, will we?
Possibly.
Good. Okay. Cheers then.
Okay.
Bye. Phil, how was the race for you?
I'd like to say I really enjoyed it, but it was painful, but it was good fun.
A lot of people have said that, you know,
Fantastic.
actually.
I know what's coming, so I got no excuse, but it was good fun, and very rewarding, and fantastically well organised, so yeah, and I love it. It's a great local event supporting Tunbridge Weald and the hospice, so fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Cheers. So how was the race for you guys?
Super. Good fun.
Yeah,
good. Loved it.
You loved it?
Really good. Yeah.
What was hard about it?
It's the hills. Yeah, and then it's quite hot today.
It is hot, isn't it?
Yeah, but actually it was really hot. Yeah. Yeah, but we absolutely loved it. Yeah, it was a really enjoyable run.
Is it the first time you've done this one?
Yeah. I did one about 10 years ago. I think the route was slightly different.
Right.
But yeah, that was 10 years ago. I was fitting in.
Yeah.
Well, I've never run more than 5k, so today I've done double what I normally do. So I'm really proud of myself. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So nice to run with friends. It's brilliant.
There's a lot of people running as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, how many people do you
I think it was about 700 or something like that.
700.
Yeah, a little bit more than last year.
Yeah.
So you're local then, are you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually from Brighton.
Okay.
So I've come down to Brighton today. So no, I've done a 10k in Brighton before, but it was not as hilly as that.
No, a lot flatter
So
there.
it's really hard.
Yeah.
But no, it's good.
Excellent. Are you running for a particular reason? Have you got a connection to the hospice or?
Not really.
No, okay, that's all right. Are you doing any fundraising for this, or you just come out and run?
Just come out and run.
That's all right.
I only decided to do it this morning, so I'm really excited.
Oh, really?
It's a fun race.
Okay, well, there's loads of other events they do that you can get involved in, you know. So, well done you two, three.
Yes, thank you. Very much.
Yeah, cheers. So is this the first time you've done this one?
First time this one, yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely do it again though.
You would?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. Are you supporting the hospice in the Weald for a reason or anything? Or?
My aunt was in the hospice in the Weald, and she died there, so it's a cause that's quite close to my heart. So, yeah, that kept me going.
How was the race?
Well, Mum found it really easy.
Yeah?
She's 30 years older than me, and at points I was like,
It's the first one we've ever done, so it was fantastic. It's really, really well organised, and yeah, we're really pleased that we've done it. Super.
Oh, good. So
It is good.
Have you run other events then?
No, never done anything like this before, so it's really good. I'm really pleased that I've done it.
Yeah, it's rewarding, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You're a superstar. Oh, I don't know about that.
Fun.
Oh, pretty tough. Quite hilly.
Yeah, unfair. I think it's. Yeah, it was supposed to be a fun charity event, and I think they took all the fun out of it.
Definitely taking all the fun out of my legs.
Yeah, we've had somebody somewhere who's having a laugh at everyone's expense.
That's all for a good cause. So.
It is. So, but there's some big hills there, isn't there?
Oh goodness! I reckon 3 too many.
3 too many. Yeah. It might have been better if it started slightly early because it got a bit hot, didn't it?
It was very warm.
I was hot by about the first kilometre.
Yeah, very warm. I was trying to sort of run in the curb where the shade was.
Yeah, same.
On the way round. When you come round that bend at 8 kilometres at the water stop and that hill is in front of you, it was like being shot through the heart. I tell you, oh my life.
So, how was that?
Tiring.
Tiring. You just got in, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what your time was?
It was like one and 1:38. About 2 hours.
How did you find it? Was it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because you hadn't done it before, have you?
No.
Oh, look, you've got some goodies there.
Thank you.
Excellent. Wow. Did you enjoy it? It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it was good.
You did. Okay. Well, well done. Okay, and we'll see you next year, hopefully.
Thank you.